The Bold and the Beautiful, week of September 29th recap. Paternity shocks, wedding doubts, and broken loyalties unravel across LA. This week on The Bold and the Beautiful, everything comes crashing down in wave after wave of emotional blowouts, truth bombs, and heart-wrenching confrontations. As the drama unfolds across the Forrester dynasty and beyond, alliances shift, hearts falter, and devastating revelations threaten to destroy everything that once felt secure. It all begins with Hope Logan, who's quietly crumbling beneath the weight of decisions she's not sure she ever wanted to make. From the outside, her engagement to Carter Walton seems like a power move, a fresh start, a break from the endless cycle of heartbreak with Liam Spencer. But behind closed doors, Hope is anything but certain. She sits with her mother, Brooke Logan, and pours out her confusion, her hesitation, and her fears. Carter is steady, kind, dependable, everything Liam wasn't. But he isn't Liam, and that's the problem. Hope isn't just having cold feet. She's tangled in unresolved love, torn between the man she almost married and the one she's trying to convince herself she's ready for. When Brooke gently asks if Liam is still in her heart, Hope doesn't answer. She doesn't have to. The silence says everything. While Hope battles her indecision, Liam is basking in a pure, undisturbed moment with his daughter, Beth. They're preparing for the upcoming father-daughter dance, dressed to the nines and beaming with joy. Beth, sensing something missing, suggests taking a photo and sending it to mommy. Liam hesitates, not because he doesn't want to, but because deep down, he still wants to believe their family isn't completely lost. That one small photo could be the bridge that brings them back together. Meanwhile, across the Forrester universe, the fallout from Luna Nozawa's pregnancy continues to send shockwaves through everyone connected to her. The question that's been haunting Will Spencer and Elektra Forrester finally gets an answer. And it's one no one wanted to hear. The paternity test confirms it. Will is the father. The chaos Luna caused is now etched in DNA. There's no denying it anymore. Elektra is gutted. She thought the worst was over, that the betrayal was in the past. But now, everything is real. Permanent. The child is coming, and it belongs to the man she loves. A man who made the biggest mistake of his life with a woman neither of them can stand. Her pain isn't just emotional, it's existential. Luna's presence is now a lifelong sentence. There's no escaping it. Will is no better. He's broken, ashamed, and filled with guilt over what this means for his future with Elektra. Every attempt to explain, every apology he offers, only makes things worse. The damage is done. And Luna? She may have proven her claim, but she's now the most hated woman in the room. Back at Forrester Creations, the show must go on. Ridge Forrester and Brooke spend time in the gallery preparing for the upcoming preview of the latest collection. They're joined by Carter Walton and the charming Daphne Rose. And though the topic is fashion, everyone in the room feels the emotional undercurrent simmering beneath the surface. Ridge, ever the romantic, uses the quiet moment to make it clear to Brooke just how deeply he loves her. He's done with second-guessing. Done with triangles. Brooke is it for him. His voice is steady, but there's urgency in his words. He's all in. Brooke, of course, is glowing. Ridge's declaration is what she's waited years for. For now, they're united. But not everyone in the room is smiling. Carter is trying to focus on the collection, but Daphne's words are still echoing in his head. She recently told him that she believes he and Hope have a real future. That love like theirs can grow strong, even if it started out of heartbreak. But the uncertainty in Hope's eyes tells him otherwise. She's drifting. She's not fully present. And Carter, the man always left at the altar, can feel history repeating itself. Lee Finnegan, on the other hand, is furious. She confronts Sheila once again, livid over everything that's happened with Luna. Lee feels like a fool. She put her name, her career, and her reputation on the line to protect Luna, and for what? For lies? For betrayal? For Luna to walk around smug and pregnant with the child of the man Elektra loves? Lee is boiling with rage. She sacrificed so much for Luna, and now she wants nothing to do with her. Ungrateful doesn't even begin to describe what Lee sees in her niece now. Later, Hope meets Carter in the gallery, where he surprises her by saying he's ready. Ready to be her husband. To commit fully. To start a new chapter together. He's eager, sincere, hopeful. But Hope can't meet his enthusiasm. Her smile is forced. Her eyes, heavy. Her heart, elsewhere. Afterward, back with her mother, Hope confesses everything. She doesn't just feel unsure, she feels guilty. Guilty because when she saw that photo of Liam and Beth dressed for their dance, it hit her hard. That was her family. That's what she gave up. And now, she's about to say yes to a man she's not sure she loves the same way. Brooke listens, cautious but supportive. She's seen this before. Hope has to decide what she really wants. Not what looks good on paper. Not what feels safe, but what sets her soul on fire. That moment comes when Hope receives a surprise invitation from Beth and Liam to join them at the father-daughter dance. It's a small gesture, a child wanting her parents together. But it slices through Hope's resolve like glass. She's visibly shaken, torn between the life she's building and the one she walked away from. She doesn't answer right away. But Carter sees everything. The hesitation, the pain, the love that still lingers between Liam and Hope. He doesn't say much, but his eyes tell the whole story. Finally, with a quiet and defeated tone, he tells her, maybe you should go home to your family. And just like that, the illusion breaks. There's no blow-up, no screaming, just quiet devastation. Hope doesn't have to say it out loud. Carter knows. The wedding's off before it ever began. And Hope? She's left standing in a place she's stood too many times before. In between two men, both incomplete options, and a heart that won't stop looking backward. As the week closes, chaos still hangs in the air. Elektra and Will are emotionally wrecked. Lee wants Luna out of her life for good. Ridge and Brooke are clinging tightly to their love. Carter is left wondering why he always ends up being the second choice. And Hope? She's staring at a photo of Liam and Beth, her engagement ring in her hand, wondering if she made the biggest mistake of her life. The Bold and the Beautiful. Week of September 29th, 2025. Explosive truths, romantic shifts, and a dance that changes everything this week on The Bold and the Beautiful. The layers of heartbreak, revelation, and tangled loyalties unravel faster than anyone can contain. From shattered dreams to rediscovered emotions, every corner of Los Angeles becomes a stage for explosive truths and soul-bearing moments that will shape the future of the Forresters, the Spencers, and the Logans. It's a week where nothing stays buried, no emotion is hidden, and every relationship teeters on the edge of transformation. Taylor Hayes and Deacon Sharp. Unexpected alignment. It starts with Taylor Hayes, who finds herself drawn into a complicated connection with Deacon Sharp. Though it begins with therapy, a professional, clinical effort to help Deacon cope with the unraveling of his marriage to Sheila Carter Sharp. It doesn't stay in the realm of detached psychology for long. Taylor sees a broken man, not just a client. Deacon sees a woman who understands him more than he thought anyone ever could. Their sessions start to blur into something more intimate. It's not about diagnosis anymore. It's about reflection, shared regrets, lost opportunities, quiet understanding. The deeper they go into Deacon's marriage, the clearer it becomes that something new is forming. Something delicate and dangerous. Taylor is cautious. She knows Deacon's heart is bruised and complicated. She knows Sheila isn't out of the picture, no matter how fractured that relationship may be. But for the first time in a long time, Taylor wonders if her happy ending isn't behind her. Maybe it's sitting right in front of her, across a dimly lit office, with eyes full of sorrow and a voice finally telling the truth. The father-daughter dance. Hope's heart reopens elsewhere in town. Liam Spencer finally gets the father-daughter moment he's been yearning for. After weeks of chaos, medical scares, and emotional turbulence, he has the chance to slow down and cherish a single, undisturbed evening with Beth Spencer. Dressed formally, Beth glows with joy as she takes Liam's hand at the father-daughter dance. Their laughter echoes in the venue, full of warmth, trust, and healing. But the night takes an unexpected turn when Hope Logan walks in. She wasn't sure she'd come. The invitation felt like a ghost from a life she tried to leave behind. But seeing Liam and Beth together again, seeing her family happy, united, real, cracks something open inside her. She stands quietly at the edge of the dance floor, watching, remembering, hurting. That night, Hope finally opens up to Brooke Logan, unable to bottle her feelings any longer. She confesses that being near Liam again, watching him with Beth, reminded her of everything she tried to bury. The love is still there. The connection never died. Brooke, ever the fierce protector of her daughter's heart, tells her the truth she doesn't want to hear. You're in love with Liam. You always have been. And for the first time, Hope doesn't deny it. Carter Walton sets Hope free and catches Daphne's attention, but that truth has consequences. At Forrester Creations, Carter Walton has been preparing for a future with Hope. Wedding plans, shared dreams, the works. But something's off. He sees it in her eyes. He hears it in her silence. And finally, he confronts her. Hope doesn't lie. She tells Carter the truth, gently but clearly. She can't marry him. Her heart isn't here. It's still tied to Liam. Carter is devastated, but he doesn't lash out. He doesn't beg. Instead, he does something unexpected. He sets her free. You don't need to shatter my heart, he tells her. I'll let you go, because you never really belonged to me. It's a moment of strength and grace. But it leaves Carter standing alone. Again. Yet even in heartbreak, something unexpected stirs. Daphne Rose, who has quietly admired Carter's integrity and leadership, begins to see him in a different light. She watches how he handles rejection, how he treats hope with dignity, and something in her begins to shift. She doesn't act on it, not yet, but the wheels are turning. Carter may have lost one woman this week, but he might be on the verge of discovering someone who sees him for exactly who he is. Elektra and Will, crushed by truth elsewhere. The fallout from Luna Nozawa's pregnancy test hits Will Spencer and Elektra Forrester like a wrecking ball. The results are in. There's no room for hope or denial. The child Luna is carrying is Will's. The truth sinks like a stone in Elektra's chest. Her world implodes. The man she loves fathered a child with a woman she despises. The future she imagined, marriage, family, peace, is destroyed. She confronts Will, demanding answers he doesn't have, explanations that won't help. Will is shattered. He never meant for this to happen. He never thought it would go this far. But intention means nothing now. There's a baby. There's proof. And there's pain everywhere. Elektra's grief transforms into rage. Not at the baby. Not even fully at Will. But at Luna, who she sees as the destroyer of everything. The betrayal is too much. The hurt is too deep. And now, Elektra has to make a choice. Stay and raise another woman's child. Or walk away before the resentment eats her alive. L.I. Finnegan's explosion. Meanwhile, Lee Finnegan reaches her breaking point. She's risked everything for Luna, her status, her career, her name. She fought for Luna, defended her, gave her the benefit of every doubt. But now she feels used, betrayed, and humiliated. Luna didn't just make a mistake. She turned Lee's sacrifices into ash. And Lee isn't holding back anymore. She storms into a confrontation with Sheila Carter Sharp, raging over Luna's carelessness and the disaster that followed. Lee doesn't care about Sheila's excuses. She doesn't care about the baby. She's done. And this time, there's no forgiveness coming. Ridge and Brooke, uniting in the face of chaos while everything else falls apart. Brooke and Ridge Forrester find a rare moment of unity. They come together to process the truth about Luna's pregnancy, the damage it's doing to the family, and the collateral pain rippling through every connection they care about. They don't agree on everything. They never do. But in the face of chaos, they choose each other. Ridge reminds Brooke that through all the betrayals, all the breakups, they always find their way back. And this time, he intends to stay. He's done with doubts. Done with ghosts. He's hers. Brooke believes him. For now. Wrapping the week. A story still unfolding as the week ends. The landscape of the bold and the beautiful is forever changed. Taylor and Deacon are circling something dangerous and intimate. Hope is back at a crossroads, pulled by old love and new regrets. Carter walks away from another failed engagement, unknowingly catching Daphne's eye. Will and Elektra stand on opposite sides of a truth they didn't want to face. Lee is burning with betrayal. Sheila remains a ticking time bomb. Ridge and Brooke cling to each other, trying to stay steady while the ground beneath them shifts. And Beth? She dances in her father's arms, not knowing her presence has just shattered the walls around her mother's heart.